Hello everyone, my name is Nikhil. Welcome to my channel. Today we are going to learn about more about community. This is a part two of this topic. It is in continuation to my previous video. Um, as we know now, Salesforce call community also as digital experience. So we will use both of these terms. In this video, we will cover topics such as account role, sharing rules, sharing set, sharing group, account relationship, and data sharing rule. So in digital experience world, the visibility opens up like this. First, we give access to any object or record by default, and then we can open the visibility by setting up sharing sets, and then account relationship or sharing rules, and then we can have manual apex sharing. So for internal users and external users, we have two different ways of opening up the visibility. In internal, we already know that we have profile, permission set, OWD, role hierarchy, sharing rules, manual sharing, and public group. I have also created video for all these, and you can go to my channel and look at the videos if you want to learn more about these ways to increase the visibility. We have these things in external. Along with that, we also have role hierarchy along with account role hierarchy. So what account role hierarchy means, like when we enable the digital experience or when we enable community, then we in their settings we can set up the number of account roles that gets created automatically when an account when a partner account gets enabled. We will see this in the demo. Along with this, we have new things such as sharing set, sharing group, super user, community user, visibility, account relationship. This also we will cover. Now, based on the license type, if you see my first video that I explained that how many license types we have, and customer community plus and partner communities are role based, whereas customer community is non-role based. So when it is role based, we also when it is non-role based, we also can say this address this as high volume portal users. These are for role based, it's a low volume portal users. So the sharing capabilities for customer community, we have a sharing set and record ownership. Um, in sharing set, I'll explain that how we can enable or show the records of any particular object by assigning a profile. So it's a combination of profile plus objects. Record ownership, so whoever has a ownership of that record or owner of a record, that person can see or edit the records. So in customer community plus we have, or partner community, we have all these where we have sharing set, record owner, territory, manual sharing, API sharing, teams. This is something new, account relationship, data sharing rule, and we have external account hierarchy. Before we go further, it's very important to understand that we have three type of accounts, which are partner account, person account, business account. Partner account are for those like who are distributors or resellers of your company. So if I have a company where they build homes, and to sell those homes, we have partnered with the realtors, so they might be our partner accounts. Or if we are manufacturing some products and we need a distributor, then we will create a distributor account. Those accounts will be enabled as partner accounts. They can see our marketing data like leads and opportunities. Person account is like, for example, consider yourself where you are using internet, and then you become an account for the internet company. So they create a person account for you. So your what person account is like, your account fields and contact fields get merged together. Earlier back in days, we used to ask Salesforce to enable person account, but now you can do it by yourself in this setup. Business accounts are regular accounts. Where- for example, like there's a manufacturing company, I would say, like for example, GE Healthcare making machines for hospitals. Then those hospitals are the business accounts for the GE Healthcare. Account roles. If you see, we have on this diagram we have internal logs. This is by default the role hierarchy which get created in Salesforce. and we can set up a role hierarchy in Salesforce for internal users, internal orgs. Apart from that, we can also have three more roles assigned, which are user, manager, and executive per account. So when I say per account, so what happens is when we enable an account as a partner account, then automatically roles get created with the account, and how many rows are get created depends on the how we have set up our digital community. So if we set up if we have a number of roles as one, then only user will be created. If we set up as two, then user and manager. If it is three, then all three of them will be created. So it says the same thing. When we create a partner user, we didn't assign them a role. Salesforce automatically assign all new partner user to accounts partner user role. So by default, whenever the partner user is created, that partner user gets user role by default. But if what if you want to set up a hierarchy within an account, so you can use the orgs role hierarchy to share records. Now let's see some consideration here. We can set roles per account. Maximum we can set is three roles. This is the maximum we can set. By default, we'll see this in demo that by default there's one role per account. This is the default role, and maximum roles Salesforce create in your org is 500,000. If you need more than that, you can create a case. They can create 100,000 roles more for you. And I think there's a maximum limit, which I think I'm not sure, but its maximum limit is 500,000 roles. Mm. Now, user with customer community plus and partner community license, they are, I mean, these are the communities which can leverage account roles, or these are the licenses, I would say, which can which can leverage account roles. So, customer community, if there's a portal user with the profile customer community, that person would not be able to leverage account role. Account roles are applicable for business accounts only. That makes sense because we don't need account roles for person account, which is us. So in business accounts, we need these kind of roles. Account roles are created for with first experience cloud site user. This is an important thing which you need to remember, that if you set your partner role at one and decide to increase the number of role at later date, the increased number of roles won't be applied to already existing accounts. I faced this situation earlier where I set up one as a partner role, uh, and then when I enabled some accounts, then only one role got created. Later, when I decided to increase the role number, I wasn't able to assign more roles to the contacts of particular account. So we have to pre-decide, carefully decide how many roles we are going to use in the future. So once you have an account role established, then I will show you in a demo in a while that how executive can see manager its own records plus manager's record and user record. Similarly, how managers can see his own or user's record. Now, along with that, I will also show you sharing rules using the account role. This is what I've copied from Trailhead. So here what I'll try to do is I will try to share records of Edge Communication Partner Manager to Express Logistic Transfer. These are the two accounts. One is Edge, second is Express. So the records or opportunities, let's say owned by a customer partner port manager, needs to be seen by Express Logistic and Transport Manager portal. This we can achieve through sharing rule. I'll show this in a demo. So in this demo, we will first create a digital community with a partner central template, and then I will enable the some accounts as a partner user, and then from there we will go on. So here we have a brand new org. I'll just go to setup, and there I will go to a digital experience. I'll click on setting here. Now I will enable this digital experience. Now I will create a new sites here. One thing to see here is maximum number of published and unpublished sites are 100. So I'll click on new. Now Salesforce shows me all these templates. I'll choose a partner central templates and demo partners, demo partners. Here I'll click on create and I'll wait for Salesforce to create a community for me. In the meanwhile, this is getting created. So what I'll do here is I'll go to settings again. So I'll refresh this page and write digital experience. I'm getting setting here. I'll click on this one and I'll increase the number of roles. So here I'm increasing it to 3. I'm concerned about this one, so I'm increasing it to 3. Now this will create user, executive, and manager. And I will also allow standard profile to be, I want standard profile to be given in my settings when I'm creating, so I will have to enable it here. So let's see where it is. Here, allow using standard external profile for self-registration, user and creation login. So I'm doing this. This will help me to select, I do not need to make a clone of a profile. Ideally, we always need to make a clone of a standard profiles, but here, just in interest of time and for this demo purpose, I'm going to use a standard profile. Click on save and we will see where have we reached here. Okay, so site has been created by Salesforce. Now I'll just go and go to the administration, go to members and choose partner, go to login and registration, allow this to self-register. I think I need to click on save first. So this was not saved. Let me go and choose it again. Clicking on save. Going to login and registration. Profile. Now I'm getting this partner community. I'm giving a by default. We are supposed to give it. Generally, we can give dummy account or some account so that somebody self-register. That contact will be created under that account, but we can have a trigger logic. So based on email, we can email ID or we can put a logic that based on that email ID assign it to a specific account. So we can have our business logic in place for that. But for this demo purpose, I'm just using this account, or we can keep it blank if we have a person account enabled. I do not have person account enabled in my system. So now everything looks good. All I need to do is just go to builder and in the navigation I'll just add opportunity. So now I'll go to this navigation and click on edit default navigation here, add item. Here I will add opportunities, Salesforce object. Here I will have opportunity. I'll click on save. So yes, we got opportunities added. Now I'll just go back to this and click on accounts. Sorry, I received phone call. I was going to accounts. So I'll go to accounts. So here we have these accounts, and in these accounts we will choose these two accounts where we will enable them as a partner accounts. So I have edge communication here. I'll simply go here and enable it as a partner. If you don't see this action, just go to the page layout, and in mobile and lightning action you can just uh, drag this option. So now this is created as a partner account. You can also check in the database that is partner account field true or not. I'll do the similar for another account, Express Logistic. I'll enable this as a partner account. So once these two are created as a partner account, now second thing we need to do here is, for myself, I need to assign a role. This is a mandate step. Otherwise, you cannot create a user for these contacts unless you have the account owner assigned to a specific role. So I need to go to my user detail. So I'm in user detail. Here I will just assign myself a role. Let me assign myself a CEO, save it. Now for these two plus these two, for four, I will create a partner user. I'll click on Sean first. We will click here and enable partner user. So when I try to create partner, it asks me to create a new user. I'll give a new email here, and this is perfect. I'll click on save. So we have created partner users for the contacts belonging to Express Logistic, even as the contacts belonging to our Edge Communication. So far, we have enabled four partner users. Now we will go to the our partner central community, and we will publish this. But before that, we'll just go to login and registration. I'll choose here. I think this is already completed, so I'll just go to and publish this. So I'm here. I'm going to publish this. I'll copy this, publish. So after publish, I'll just go to here and click on administration. And here I will click on activate. So site has been saved successfully. Now after this site has been activated, so I'll just go here and I'll show you the role which got assigned to this by default is user. However, if you remember that we have set up three as a partner roles, then we got these three roles which we can flip from user to manager or executive. But before I go there, I'll just go to security sharing setting and choose, I'll show you external YDOG default here. So for opportunity, I'll just set the external YDOG for to private. So for account, it's already private. For opportunity, it's already private. That's what I wanted to have. Now I'll go to our one of the account here. I'll go to this Express account, and I see these are the three opportunities. I'll go to Josh and I will try to log in as Josh to our template. Let's see here, log into experience as a user, and I will click, and it takes me to this template which we created with opportunities, and I'll click on opportunities here. So as expected, as we set this to private, we do not see any opportunities. So uh, we will set up some account roles and assign some opportunities to few members and see how that works. Account roles and hierarchy here. So first thing we will do here is we will go to Edge communication, and in Edge communication to one of the contacts rows, we will we will give them a certain role. So if you see here, the rows has a partner users as a role for Sean and Rose, and for Express Logistic we have a partner users. So I will want to change the Sean role to a partner manager. Similarly, I want to show Barbara role to partner manager. I'll go to Sean first. So here I will go click on edit and change this to manager. Similarly, I'll do for Barbara, and I will change this to manager. Just want to check it has been changed. Yes. Now here I will change it to manager. So if I see what we have done so far is, I'll just refresh this page. So it's a recap of what we have done for these two accounts. We have created two partner users with the partner community users, and for these two one also we have created two partner users and assigned partner manager to Barbara as well as partner manager to Sean. Now we will go to Edge installation account, and here we will assign this opportunity to Rose. Let me change the owner here. So Rose is our partner user. I will change here like partner user and choose here Rose. I will go and select another opportunity as well. I will select this one as SLA, and this I will assign to Sean, who is a partner manager. So I will assign this to Sean. So I will recap again what we have done. So if I see, we have account edge communication, we have Sean as a partner manager, and we have assigned an opportunity here, edge SLA, and I have a Rose, which is a partner user, and this is the opportunity. So as per account role, manager should see his own opportunity as well as Rose. So we will verify that. We will log into Sean. So this is a Sean record getting opened up. I'm going to click here and log in as Sean. So I logged into Sean and clicked on opportunities, and I see two opportunities I can see. So one opportunity is for the partner user, which was underneath Sean in the manager as a um, so Rose was a manager, sorry, partner user role, and Sean was a manager role. So manager can see subordinates as well as uh, his own opportunity. Now, if we log in as a Rose partner, we will only see Edge installation. So let me verify that part also. So for Rose, I'll log in to experience as a user. I clicked an opportunity and I see all opportunities. So I see only opportunity which is assigned to Rose. So this verifies how account role hierarchy works. So one thing to notice here is that I myself is the owner here and I'm assigned to a certain role like CEO, for example, or if I assign myself to a sales rep, then I would be able to see Edge SLA, Edge installation, and all the managers above me would be able to see what I see here. So that's how the account role hierarchy works in conjunction with a org role hierarchy. Now coming back to our PPT one more time, we saw how account role and hierarchy works, but still we have not seen how sharing rule works with account role and hierarchy. Now suppose this we want to share uh, our portal roles, sorry, records to Express Logistic and Transport Partner Manager from Edge Communication Partner Manager. That we can do through sharing rules. So if we remember that we have created uh, two partner user, Barbara as a partner manager and Sean partner manager. So if you see with this that we want to share our records from partner manager of Edge Communication to Express. So let's do that. Yeah. So before we do, actually, just wanna say in other words that here what we are trying to achieve is Express Logistic Manager needs to see manager's record of Edge Communication. So Barbara would be able to see the records of Sean, but Sean can already see Rose, so Barbara would be able to see what Sean can see. So let's go to our sharing rules. Okay, so our Salesforce, I've clicked on setup. From setup, we will go to sharing setting. This is where we set our OWD. You see it here. We'll go to opportunities, new rule. So we will have record owner paste, and we will have we'll give a name like share edge opportunities. Yes. So opportunity owned by a member of, I'll choose portal roles, and I will choose edge communication. So what I'm trying to here do, express my logistic needs to see edge communication manager records, express manager. So I'll choose manager. So do I need to see only manager's record or it's subordinate? I'll choose subordinate as well. Okay. And need to share with edge manager. I'll give read write access. Now it is saved. I'll just log in and verify. But before I log in, I need to set up some opportunities to, or I can just directly go and check. Yeah, let me go and check. So I'm at Barbara, which is a partner manager of Express, and Barbara should see Edge as well as Edge installation, these two. Click on login to experience as a user. So I log into Barbara and I see only one opportunity, and Barbara is not able to see the opportunities of partner manager and partner user. So it seems like we have made a mistake in sharing rule. We'll go back to our sharing rule here. If we see here, click on edit, we see that the role member of Express needs to be shared with Edge. So, but Barbara belongs to Express, so it seems like we have reversed it. Um, no problem, we'll just delete and create a new one. Go to opportunities here, share, Edge opportunities, here, public portal roles and subordinate. Now I'll be careful that I need to share Edge communication. I'll verify that Edge needs to be shared with Express. So here I'll choose Express and I'll click on save. Now this time it should work. I'll go there and refresh this page. You. This time we see the Edge opportunities as well. So that's how our sharing rule worked. Now just in case if you wanted to share what, let me go and explain this. Now if you want to share what a portal manager see with the public group with the internal users, then you can create a public group first and add an internal users or internal role there, and you can share it with the, so right, this also you can do you can share it with public group, or you can share with the roles or internal org roles here. That's what we can also do in sharing groups. Now we'll move ahead with the next topic, which is sharing set. I'll just do this. So in sharing set, we use this, for example, when somebody create a case or you call a company like, for example, AT&T, or you say that, okay, your internet service is not working fine. Then agent on the call will create a case for you. The owner of that case will be an agent. But when you log into your portal, customer community portal, you also see the case on your name there. You see it in your list. How that can happen without being an owner of the case? That can happen for external user through sharing set. So if so in sharing set, we will no matter who the owner is, but if you belong to that account on which the case is assigned to, you can see that case. So in other words, if there's an account and you are a contact type and you're a contact and that account also has cases, then you can see all the cases belonging to the same account which you are associated with. So let's read this a little. We create a sharing set specifically for high volume portal and site to make it easier for large number of external users to see records they need to access. Sharing set use profile to give record access to a group of users, unlike sharing rules which give roles a public group. The difference between sharing set and sharing rule we can say is, here we can assign to a role in public, sharing set use profile. Just remember, roles in public group and it uses profile. The sharing mechanism used in sharing set is access mapping. This is a very important term, access mapping. I'll explain this in a while. A sharing set is essentially a container of access mappings. An access mapping can be defined in two ways using a direct lookup on a record you want to share, such as an accounts associated to a record, or it uses an indirect lookup on the record you want to share, such as associated to an asset, which is associated to a case. So we will look in demonstration, then there I will explain what access mapping is means here. A sharing set grants community user associated to any record associated with an account or contact that matches the user account or contact. That's what I explained. So for example, if I'm a user A associated with an account like Facebook, and Facebook has three cases, then me belonging to that Facebook and Facebook belonging to those three cases belonging to Facebook, then I will have access to those three cases. And that is also kind of access mapping, which tells that any cases belonging to that account and I belonging to that account, we should be able to share. So another use case, grant community user access to all cases related to an account that's identified on the user contact record. Same thing which I explained. Record shared via sharing set can be seen in reports. Okay. Record visible on the report through sharing set still respect the limitation on sharing set. For example, record share via sharing set are not visible based on the role hierarchy. To share record owned by a high volume portal user, use a share group instead. So share group is also another concept which I'll explain in detail. Um, Portal or community user gain access to all order item under an account to which they have an access. This is by default, they get access of orders. Some key points. This is for high volumes we use for a sharing set, and we have a sharing set associated with profile, and we use direct lookup and indirect lookup in their access mapping of share set. Sharing rule is associated with roles and public group. Now, this is sharing set as an example here, and what are the advantages. So it is simple and efficient, optimized for extremely large scale and data volume. Share set can be applicable to multiple profiles. Limitation: one share set per object per profile. Shared runtime, no sharing records for auditing. This you will understand in a while in a demo. It is applicable in all community licenses, not visible via or by default role hierarchy or sharing rules. One sharing set per object per profile. Data shared through sharing set is visible in reports and dashboard. It works on account, asset, case, contact, custom object, service contract, user, and work orders. Now we will go into demo and see how sharing set can work. So to understand sharing set, I have logged in as a Josh in community. Josh does not have any opportunities assigned to Josh for the customer express. And if I go to Josh and I try to see all opportunities, I do not have any opportunities assigned. So I'll create a sharing set here. So you need to go to digital experience and setting, and then scroll it to the down, and then we will create share opportunities. I'll choose these profiles, and I'll choose this opportunity, and I'll click on save. So I'll go here again, and I forgot to give the access level, which I'll give now. So yeah, so I am here and I'm trying to set up the access level here. This is the access mapping which I was talking about. So here user. So user here, I'm talking about Josh, who is nothing but a contact here. So I'll go here and choose contact.account. So users contact dot account should match with the opportunities account. So I will go and choose account here. Access level would be read write. I'll click on update and I'll click on save. Now I'll go back to community or digital experience and check whether Josh has got access to all the opportunities records or not. So now I've logged in as Josh and I clicked on refresh and I see all the opportunities belonging to that same account which Josh is associated with. I can see all the opportunities here. So that's what sharing set does. So the sharing set which we saw was a direct one. If you remember, what is the indirect one? So indirect one is the one where we say that uh, the account associated to an asset which is associated to a case. This is an example. So this becomes an indirect one. So indirect one we have a contact dot account and then the share with the opportunity dot account. That becomes a direct one. So it's a direct relationship. Now, I will try to understand what is sharing group here. In that case, what I will do, I'll just go to my sharing set. In this sharing set, you see the sharing group setting here. You click on this. So what it will do is, it's very simple that if you want to share the whatever the high volume customer portal users see, that same thing you want internal users to see of Salesforce, then you just need to activate this. So the moment I clicked on activate, it gave me an error because it said there was no member. So first we need to assign a member, and then here we can use public group, public roles. I'll say that okay, uh, these are the roles I want to assign. So any internal user belonging to this role will have the same access which the Hive custom volume portal has. So that is this. So that is it. So this is very easy. So whenever you share sharing sets for that particular sharing set, you can also set sharing group. Now let's read a little bit of theory. It allows you to share record owned by high volume experience cloud site user with authenticated internal and external users. High volume users are limited access experience site users intended for all with many thousand to million of external users because high volume users don't have role performance issue associated with role hierarchy calculation are eliminated. Use a share group to share records owned by high volume site users. Note you can't use share group to share records owned by high volume user with guest users. We can't use with guest users. Instead use guest user sharing rules. We will also cover this in our next video. See create guest user sharing rules in Sales Helper for more information. We'll show this in the demo. Let's see the some consideration which says that sharing group is associated to a sharing set. Um, a one share group per sharing set grant full access to the record share in the sharing set, and that's what we saw in the demo, and that's what I explained, that for each share set we can have one share group associated with it. So I think for this part of the video we will cover till here. So I'll just recap what we have learned. um, we have learned accounts, types of accounts. We have learned how to enable role hierarchy within account, and we have seen how a user in upper role hierarchy can see its subordinates data, and then to share records from one manager to another we use sharing rule. Then we saw sharing set, which is nothing which uses access mapping. And access mapping, what it does is it will establish like users account with, or users contact account with um, opportunity account, something like that. This is the access mapping we defined in sharing set, and then we define which profile it will be associated with. So for each sharing set, we can have a sharing group. Now in sharing rule, what we did was manager of one account can see records of another manager and its subordinate. So this is what we covered in today's video. If you really like the video, then please subscribe to my channel. And in next video, we will see more about communities like account data relationship, and we will also see some other features of community like gamification, and some content moderation. So these kind of things. Please, please subscribe to my channel for our new upcoming videos. Thank you.